He went quickly out of the room and Hannah came behind him. She did not wish to be left alone with the white man. He was the first she had been since she left America, and now he seemed to have nothing to do with those whom she had known there. Here he was her enemy, a menace, living or dead. She and Sadao had spent fairly good time in America, and they had lot of friends there. They had known many people there. But now, because war had started, all Americans, whether known or unknown to them, had become their enemies. So now when she was there in the room seeing a white American man, she felt little strange. A strange feeling came upon her. She remembered all the people she had met in America. Heart and heart, she felt an association with her past spent in America. But then she shrugged the thought off immediately, considering the American man who was lying there unconscious as her enemy, a menace, a threat in all the ways, whether living or dead. So she had a different and strange feeling. She turned to the nursery and called Yumi. She went to the room where children were there with the babysitter. But the children heard her voice and she had to go in. She actually had gone there to call Yumi, but children heard her voice, so she had to get inside for a moment and smile at them and play with the baby boy, now nearly 3 months old. Over the baby's soft black hair, she motioned with her mouth, "Yumi, come with me." "I will put the baby to bed," Yumi replied. "He is ready. He is ready to sleep." She wanted to say that he was ready to sleep and wanted to make bed for the baby. She went with Yumi into the bedroom next to the nursery and stood with the boy in her arms while Yumi spread the sleeping quilts on the floor and laid the baby between them. Then Hannah led the way quickly and softly to the kitchen. Then she took her along towards the kitchen. The two servants were frightened at what their master had just told them. That means Sadao had told the other two servants about the American fellow. The old gardener, who was also a house servant, pulled a few hairs on his upper lip. Though those two servants were very frightened. They had got really frightened, terrified on hearing that. And the old gardener was really upset. He was really tensed. So the old gardener had really freaked out when he heard the news that they had a prisoner of war inside the house. "The master ought not to heal the wound of this white man," he said bluntly to Hannah. He outrightly told Hannah that his master, Sadao, should not try to save that white man at all. The white man ought to die. He said the white man must die. First he was shot, then the sea caught him and wounded him with her rocks. If the master heals what the gun did and what the sea did, they will take revenge on us. And he was trying to make Hannah understand that it would be disastrous to save that white man. The repercussions would be devastating for everyone. Because he was shot, so the police would be after him. So his master should not go against the police. Going against the police, going against the military means going against the country. So the repercussions would be deadly. As well as the master should not go against the nature. Even the nature wanted him to die. So he was little superstitious also. So he was trying to explain Hana that the consequences of saving him would be very devastating for the whole family as well as the servants.